This way.
Okay.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure and honor to have you here on this beautiful Saturday morning here in West Palm Beach, Florida. My name is Louis Miller, and I have the privilege of introducing to you today a gentleman here who is very, very humble, I might say, though. Very humble, very business savvy, and he's well ready to change something in the world of trading and make it simpler, make it easier for everyone. Doesn't matter if it's your mom, your dad, your grandmom, granddad, they can easily make one thing, just one touch with the finger, and they have a trade happening all over the world. So I don't want to take his glory. So without further ado, Mr. Richard, one of the founders of One Click, Mr. Richard Hornshaw. Mr. Hornshaw, take it away, sir, please.
No problems, Louis. Thank you so much for inviting me. It's gorgeous over here. Probably not as good as it is in Florida, but it got to 24 degrees, which is really warm in the UK. Okay, so let's just start from the beginning. A bit about me, just so you know. I'm not going to do those boring half-hour. Here's my children. Here's my dog. Here's my. Basically, about 3 years ago, I took early retirement from education and. I got involved because I was looking for something, and I got involved in crypto trading and educate myself, and then went on courses and started to be successful, and which was good, especially in 2017. It was a good year for making quite a bit of money. And then I met one of my partners over in Florida, in Destin. Louis knows it well. And while there, we got talking. We, found out about each other. I met his daughter. He met my son and my fiance, and we really got on really well. And we like to talk about our crypto trading, which isn't particularly exciting, but as friends, we were talking about it, and we thought, wouldn't it be great if we could help other people do what we do, but without them having to go through the whole process of the learning process. In other words, fully educating themselves, getting them set up with different screens, how to look at charts properly, how to look at indicators, look at candlesticks and say, oh, that's a bull flag, that's a bear flag, etc. You don't want to know all of that, and most people don't, to be fair. And so we started to think of this idea: how could we help other people do what we were doing? And we started to develop it and look at it and talk to coders. And as we were doing that, other people came to us and said, look, Richard, I've been involved in these platforms, schemes, whatever we want to call them, where I've had to hand my crypto over to someone, a couple of $1,000, whatever it was, and they guaranteed they would give me a interest or an income from it, 1.3% a day, get it all back in 58 days with your interest, etc., compounding, all this stuff was going on. And then they kept coming to me and saying, but we never get our money back, or this company disappears after 6 months, or whatever. I said, right, okay. So there's the two things we thought about with our company. One is that you should always be in control of your own crypto, never handing it over to anyone else. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is being able to trade without having to go through the whole education, okay, that I had to, and to do it as simply as possible so you could share it with as many people as you wanted to, because it is as simple as Louis said. It is one click easy, okay? And that is all you have to do, one click. And the magic then happens, all right? I will talk to you about the magic in a second. I have got the new PowerPoint. For those of you who've looked at the opportunity already and seen the short video, obviously that's going to change slightly, but the concept is still the same, okay?
Yeah.
So we got to the stage of being able to where you could just do this and everything else happened. So let me just tell you the route we're going down, all right? I'm not going to bore everyone with the Bitcoin halving, what could happen, what might happen, okay? What I do know, and a lot of you will know, is there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market. Bitcoin's going to do some crazy things, okay? And we know that. We just don't know which way it's going to go crazy, okay? The forecasts say it's going to go to the moon. There's other forecasts say it's going to take a dive before it goes to the moon. But what the advantage with us is you take advantage of whichever way it goes, all right? And that's what the important part of this is. So let me just quickly share my screen with you. I'm not going to do the whole presentation because I don't want to bore you, okay? But just tell me when you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, can you see yet?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So in this example, it doesn't matter. We could have picked this anytime, all right? I mean, this is 2018, 2019. You know, this is on a 1 week. Each of those candles is 1 week. But can you see the volatility, the ups and downs, the ups, the downs, ups. Okay, you can see that going on all the time. So the best thing to be able to do is to be able to buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high, okay? And that's what we're doing, all right, with our new, and it's brand new, okay, off the system, and you're going to love it, all right? There are ways that you could do it. You could have a guess yourself and say, oh, look, it's got to here. I might think it's going to go back up, but look what happened afterwards, all right? Now, these are on weeks. Like I was, no, sorry, this is days. On a day, look, I mean, look at how much that took a dive at that point there. Now, if you had got out of Bitcoin here, all right, and transferred your Bitcoin funds over into a more stable coin like USDT, and then waited and waited and waited, you'd have saved all that money or all that loss that you would have got if you'd stayed in Bitcoin. And then if we'd have said, okay, now's the time to buy Bitcoin with your USDT, look what happened. So you'd have gained, but wouldn't have lost. Sorry, that's better English, okay? So that's what we are doing, all right? And I'm really quite excited about it, okay? So we're going to take advantage of the ups and downs of the market. So here's some examples that we've done. We back tested, all right? And that's basically gone back and looked at, you know, people say back testing is only as good as your new test when it comes out, which is absolutely right. But we just tested it to make sure our new algorithm, what I call the secret sauce, does its job for you, all right? And it's simple. On this, we'd have had 7 buy signals. Now, remember, I said it's 1 click easy. It is 1 click. You don't need to worry about selling, okay? That's the secret sauce. That is all done for you. You just got to decide if you're going to take the trade, okay? And at that time, when you click that button, in this example, look at the place. If you'd have bought here, you'd have got up here, you'd have then sold to USDT, then you'd have bought here, got out here, bought here, okay, got out here probably, in here, etc. Over this period, using our algorithm, you'd have had 7 buy signals, which you could have taken, okay? And the automatic sells are to protect your profit. That's when it gets transferred back to USDT. All USDT is another coin. It's just the stable coin. It's around $1. Sometimes it goes down to 95 cents. Sometimes it goes to $1.05, but it's stable, okay? So in this one, you'd have made, and I'm just going to use 1 Bitcoin as an example because it's easy to do the sums, right? If you want to say, well, if I put 0.1 Bitcoin, what would it be? Well, just divide this by 10, okay? So in this example, that was over quite a long period. That was what, 12 days? No, I can't do my math. Sorry, 9 days. You'd have made $515 profit on that 1 Bitcoin. All right. In this example, 3 buy signals were created with 3 automatic sells. Your Bitcoin would have increased to $582 in that 5-day period. Okay. 1 Bitcoin. And I can keep showing you examples of how we tested it, okay? This one's a great one. You'd have had 7 buy signals with 13 automatic sells. Automatic sell would have gone back to USDT. Bitcoin actually dropped by $500 over this period from April the 7th to April the 9th, which is only 2.5 days. Bitcoin went down $500, but you would have gained $1,265 in profit on that 1 Bitcoin. I think that is exciting. When Bitcoin can go down 500, but you can make $1,265, wow. Okay. So I'm going to just quickly, I've just explained what USDT is. I've told you it's a safe coin. Some people call it Tether. All right. It will be like it was before on the app. You'll take the signal. That's it. 1 click. And then the secret sauce, the magic happens. I'm not going to go, I can keep doing this all day long. All right. In, out, in, okay. In this one, it shows you the price, the Bitcoin, you got in at about 8,800. and you got out at 8,960. So you'd already made a profit of $160. Then Bitcoin sank, all right, by $295, but you weren't in it anymore. You were out of it. And then we got you back in here, all right? You would have made, in this example, $455 more in Bitcoin than if you'd have stayed in there. Can you see you would have actually lost? Yeah, Louis nodding. He's always a good example for me, so I know what's, you know, he knows what's going on, okay? So people ask me, when will this be available, okay? We are working on this around the clock, and Louis knows that because he messes me at some weird times as well, by the way. But we're looking for this weekend. Now, I'm not going to guarantee it. I never guarantee anything. Again, Louis knows that. Jude knows that about me as well. The only time I guarantee something is when you see me post it on Facebook, okay? But we are going to keep everyone informed. I'm looking for an announcement tonight. It says the current signals are available in the meantime. That is not true. From after we did this announcement, when Doyle did the announcement, I made this decision, and my partners agree with me, we're going to switch off the signals, okay? Because Bitcoin was just being too irrational, I think is the best way of describing it. It was going all over the place, and altcoins could not keep up with it. And seeing as we were trading altcoins, all right, some people were losing, some people were gaining, okay? And I didn't want people losing, all right? So I said, right, switch the signals off. Let's protect what they've got already. And as you are probably aware, I'm a big guy that says I want to protect your money at all times, okay? I want whatever you gain to be protected, all right? And even if it loses, I still want you protected, and that's why the stop losses got you out. And I say to people when they go, oh yeah, but I lost 10%. I said, yeah, you did. Could have lost a lot more. Our stop loss got you out of the trade, okay? But not only did it get you out of the trade, it released funds back into your account so you could trade more. All right. So there's two positives. I like to look on the positive side. Yeah. Okay. I took a 10% loss. Yeah. Me too, by the way. I do the trading too. Yeah, Louis, see me on the call. I've actually been taking trades while we've been talking. Okay. But I'd rather take a 10% loss than a 50% loss. I know that. And I'd rather take a 10% loss and have my money to then be able to trade some more. All right. So I think I'm done rabbiting on. I'm just trying to get hang on. I know what I've done wrong. Bear with me a second. Oh, I can't get you guys back. Bear with me. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Honestly, I know what I'm doing. I've done this many times. Oh, my goodness. I can't stop my screen share. Oh, yes, I can. It's right. I'd moved it. That's why I couldn't. I'd moved it to the top. So, guys, who would like to ask me some questions about what I just showed you? If you want to talk to me about the existing signals, we'll do that after recording a stop because it's personal to you. And I don't want people, you know, seeing that on a recording somewhere on the web, okay, because we're talking about your trades, all right, your personal trades. I don't mind people watching what we're talking about now and what I've just shown you. That's great. But when it comes to personal stuff, I'd rather you did it here or in the chat box, or you message me privately, but you do that via Louis or Jude or whoever first, okay, and get their permission before you send me a message. All right?
Awesome stuff, Richie. I have a question before, just real quick here. So how will one know to hit that button when they want to change over to USDT?
Okay, so what you'll need to be able to do on the exchange you're on at the moment, and by the way, if you're on Kraken, can I ask you to open up a Bittrex account? Okay. Kraken for us, apart from when we tested, it was fine. But I don't think Kraken's prepared for groups of us, okay? And what that meant was the trading stop losses weren't working on certain coins, so we had to take those coins away. And then even then, when trades were coming through, sometimes the stop loss was still not being created, okay? Even though our algorithm and secret source did it, okay? But the trading stop loss on Kraken wasn't always working. So we are now going to move to Bittrex, Okay, don't worry. It's the KYC is the same as it is for Kraken. There isn't one unless you're going to be drawing more than 1 Bitcoin a day or 5 Bitcoins a month. Okay, when we get to that stage, let's worry about it.
Right.
That's withdrawing. That's put in your pocket. Okay.
Right. So, so the thing was, if someone want to switch over, like, you know, the question is, if someone want to switch to USD, is there going to be a charge for them? You know what, Bitcoin is going down, you need to switch to USD, or you're going to have to decide that? How will that work? That's the question.
Okay, but basically it's a coin, remember? So what you're doing is you're using Bitcoin or your altcoins, if some of them are available, okay, or Ethereum, to buy USDT, to buy this coin, okay? And then when you get that signal from us, all right, and you press the button, your USDT will be used to buy Bitcoin.
So in other words, what I'm trying to understand is the signal we're going to be getting is simply saying, look, you need to switch to USD because the market is going down, is what you're saying?
Right, okay. The only time you need to make a decision is when you get the signal, okay? When you press that button, your USDT will be used to buy Bitcoin at that price, okay?
Let me clarify, Louis. Louis, you would have funded your USDT. You would have funded it. So you are advised to fund your Bitcoin and your USDT.
So you got to have both.
Yes, you got to have both, yeah.
And between you and me, and we are recording this, so I'm going to be very careful, okay? I'd have quite a bit of USDT as opposed to Bitcoin. Do you know?
I wanted to ask the ratio. What ratio? Like 80-20 or?
I knew I shouldn't have said that. I knew Jude would be straight on me. Okay.
That's a personal decision. Right?
I would, man. Do you know what I would do? Depends how much you're trading, Jude. Okay. So if you're doing $50 trades, okay, well, you just got to make sure you've got at least $50 in USDT, haven't you? But if you're going to trade more, then you might have $300, $400 in USDT and maybe $200 in Bitcoin. Okay.
Okay.
All right, but that's not
okay. On a scale of 100. On a scale of 100. On a scale of 100. 100%. On a scale of 100%.
I know what you're asking.
How many percent would you advise? How many percent would you advise to USDT? How many percent would you advise to Bitcoin?
I would, and this is Richard, one click advising, okay? And this is Richard not giving financial advice, okay? I would look at 70-30. 70 USDT, 30 Bitcoin.
Okay. Oh, okay.
However,
Jason, Richard.
Hi, Jay. What I would just say quickly to Jude is just keep looking at it and saying, oh, actually, I can have more in USDT than I need in Bitcoin, or vice versa. Okay, so just Sorry, Jason. Yes.
Just to be clear, if we have USDT and you're taking USDT to purchase Bitcoin, why do we need to purchase Bitcoin at all? Then, do we just not need to just have USDT or a bit of Ethereum, or just USDT? If USDT is going to be the mother coin in which you are going to utilize to purchase Bitcoin.
Okay, great question, Jason. And you're right. However,
I'm not asking for a recommendation. I'm wanting an understanding.
Yeah, you're right. You know, you'd have it all in USDT, wouldn't you? But what I'm suggesting, you also want some Bitcoin as well, because if that's going up in value, it's nice to hang on to some of that, do you know?
Okay.
Okay. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I say the 70-30.
I got that. Okay. For that purpose. But as far as trading goes, for the purpose of trading in and of itself, taking out values and so forth, trading wise, you really must just have USDT is all you really need for the purpose of trading.
Correct.
Am I clear? Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify. The next thing I wanted to ask in respect to the trades in and of itself, will there be a point in time? You mentioned possibility of 7 trades that we may get. Is there a point in time in which those trades that are issued by the app the history of them are posted in the back office?
Yeah, that's going to definitely happen. Okay. Obviously, we need to get the apps up running so everyone can be trading. But on the front of the platform, you will see all exchanges. Okay, and you will see the success rate of the trades that have taken place. Okay. The other thing I was thinking, Jason, I've said, you know, all USDT. If you're holding on to Bitcoin, no, ignore that. Ignore. I was just thinking something through my head, but just ignore it. I'm not even going to say it. So you're right. Is the answer to that question?
Okay. Yeah, I have one final question before we proceed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would want to know: is this a temporary thing for the time because of is it a temporary business strategy for one click, or is it something that will continue, the USDC BTC trade?
Okay, great question again. For the time being, because of the halving, okay, it will only be it will be Bitcoin versus USDT. Okay. I think we should also have other coins against USDT, like Ethereum, like Litecoin, okay? Because, but I'm not, this is me and my partners discussing, okay? At this moment in time, it's just gonna be Bitcoin USDT, okay? But I can see us adding other coins as well, because they will be affected by the halving as well. And if Bitcoin's going to the moon, well, guess what? Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, XLM, they'll be going to the moon with it, all right? Yeah. So, but at the moment, so you will get more trades then in essence, okay? But at the moment, it's just Bitcoin USDT.
Yeah. Okay, nice.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Anyone else like to ask me some questions?
Okay, guys, this is for the session to ask your questions. So go ahead and ask your questions. This is gonna be a quick meeting here because, like we said, the owner has stuff to go do. He want to make sure everything is right for us to make more money in this trading business here. So please do ask your questions so you can answer them while he's here. Yeah. And we can make this happen.
Okay, Jason wants to ask. I know he does.
Yeah, Jason again. Remember, you mentioned Bittrex. For those that do live in the U.S., are they able to access to utilize Bittrex?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
It's available. We got a message back from support at Bittrex, which is quite good because we never got an answer back from Kraken, which says it's available in the same 48 states that Kraken is available.
Okay, great. All right.
You also heard that Binance is coming on?
Yes, you mentioned that on the call that you and I did with Antoine a few days ago.
Yeah, it's not Binance US, it's Binance.com, okay? The reason being Binance US had even less states than Kraken and Bittrex did, so it didn't serve a purpose really. Apart from, I think, one of the states that are excluded from the other two was available in Binance US, okay? But that didn't make sense when so many states weren't allowed. So
Binance.com is also available for the U.S. market as well, with the 48 states.
No.
It's not?
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
So Bittrex is just the main one.
Bittrex is the main one for the U.S. market?
At the moment, yeah.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
We are looking at others. I'm very keen we get Bitflyer on board because Bitflyer is massive in Japan. And we have got people salivating is the best way of describing it, or very, very keen to come on board. And they love the idea. In fact, who was it was telling me? The kind of Asian market, that we need to change the way our app works, okay? Because they like playing lots of games on their apps. I'm like, really? What? And it said, you need like little arrows going up and down and stuff like that. So we are looking at the app so we can add profits and colors so you can see how your trade's doing, okay? But at the moment, it'll be like it was before because all this, that takes time, a lot more time than just doing that, okay? Whereas the app we were using already is suitable for what we're going to be doing. We're just tweaking it slightly, all right? But all those additions, that takes a bit more time. But they're coming, okay? And hopefully you can see as a company, we're not just sat on our laurels, just hoping for the best or whatever. We are improving all the time. Like I say to people, they say, oh, my signals aren't coming. I said, listen, you might have been in 3 weeks already, okay? And that's when you first paid. The next time you pay will not be until 4 weeks after everything's in place and working smoothly. So they could have got 2 months for the price of one or even more. Okay, so when people say that, you just say, look, hang on. First of all, it's a soft launch. Things happen, and that's why it's a soft launch and not a full hard launch. And there'll be little bugs that appear that we didn't anticipate, okay? Or you know, that type of thing, glitches, okay? Well, that's okay, as long as we do something about it. Well, it's not okay, but what I mean is, as long as we react to it and sort it, okay? We're not going to come across every, that's quite hard to say, every glitch that could possibly happen until people are using it, all right? And then when we get it reported, guess what we do? We do something about it. But that's why, you know, the next subscription will not be due till at least 4 weeks after everything is running smoothly.
Excellent.
Good. Any other questions? I must be really good, Louis.
You did a great job there, Richard. Now we need to give Richard some 777 because he's always here to answer the questions. He's always here to give us the updates, and he's working hard around the clock. Trust me. So guys, give him some 777. Give him some love in the chat.
Thanks, Jude.
Really appreciate what he's doing.
Jude's always there with my sevens, just to cheer me up. MA, who's MA? Mahmood. Is that Mahmood? Brilliant. Thank you, Mahmood. Appreciate you, my friend.
Yes. So, Richard, so I have a question.
Go ahead.
I keep getting this from some of the people asking, why is it that, because normally, I don't know what they understood or understand from crypto trading. You know, you have scalpers in the market, of course, who comes in and they'll do 6 minutes, 20 minutes, they're out of the trade. What is the difference here? Because they haven't seen a 6-minute trade or a 30-minute trade. It's always a longer time trade, if you want to just elaborate.
Okay. The straight answer to that is the candlesticks they are looking at, okay, will probably be, there could be 1 minute or 5 minute candlesticks, okay? So that's moving really quickly, okay? When we look at it from outside the market, we'll be using like 15-minute candles, okay? And the indicators that we would use or do use, you know, those scalpers might not be using those ones, okay? They might be using something different. But they're constantly in front of that screen, okay? They are watching, like, you know,
Like
just, and then they're keeping their fingers crossed and they go, yeah, it's done it, bang, out of the trade, okay? That's not what we're about, okay? Yes, if we might get away with 1% because the stop loss came down, okay? But then we hope that it's going to go even more, all right? And you know, I'll be blunt. We're still recording this, but I'll be honest. When we launched the apps before the bull run on Bitcoin, by the way, and some people said they knew it was going to happen. Some people said they didn't. All right, and I think the majority didn't know, between you and me. Prior to that, my trades, and this is my personal trades, so everyone else would have been doing them, and I showed you them. All right, I was winning every single one. I'm like, oh my goodness, if this carries on. Wow. Then the bull run hit on BTC, okay? Which then, you know, losses were coming in, okay? I still made a couple of gains, which was pretty good, all right? But then, you know, my 10% stop loss was being hit. And then Bitcoin calmed down for a little bit. So then I made a bit more profit. And then it went crazy again. And then I was making losses. I said, right, that's it, guys. Let's switch this off. Let's get the signals suspended until we're ready with Bitcoin versus USDT. You know, I don't want anyone losing any more money. Simple as. And by the way, I didn't want me losing money either.
That's understandable. So Richard, in fact, in other words, once the market gets so volatile where you can't have the wins, then you're going to initiate shutting off the signals. That's what you're saying, right?
Correct.
Now, these are the questions I've been asking. The way this is set up is just to buy, is not to really sell, right?
Correct. You do the buying, the system does the selling.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, guys, anyone else with any questions, just unmute yourself and ask your questions so we can get this wrapped up, please. We've been here for 30 minutes now, so let's make this quick. Anybody else want to
Questions could be typed too.
Yes,
you can also
correct.
type your questions, yeah.
Absolutely.
So Louis will read them out.
Okay, guys, like Drew said, you can type your questions and we'll just read them out if you don't want to. But like I said, it's been 30 minutes already, and we want to make sure everything is good. Everybody questions were answered. So go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Hi, Mahmoud.
Hello, sir, how are you?
Good,
I'm good, thank you, my friend. Yourself?
Yeah. Sorry, I came actually late. We are in the timing, my timing just breaking fasting right now.
Oh,
just
okay.
we finished breaking fasting. Yeah. So I didn't attend from the beginning, so I don't know what happened actually.
Well, you're very lucky because Louis recorded it.
Yeah, good. That's nice. That's really nice.
Is there
actually?
What I would say, Mahmoud, just ask whatever questions you had before. Just ask him. You're here. He's live with you. He's live with us. Just ask your
thank
question.
you.
You already know what
actually,
you watch all that stuff already. You're using the app, so just ask whatever questions you may have, so you can inform.
Yeah. Actually, bothering Mr. Lewis every time. Just I'm asking him if he's having testimonials for the people who use this application within this last period.
I'll let Louis answer that.
Yeah.
You know what? I was reading the chat. I'm sorry. Did you could you repeat your question? I was reading the chat. Go ahead.
No. He says he always asks you it all the time. Anyway, so Mahmoud, what I will say to you is, yeah, I've always shared my results, and people know that. Okay, I was just talking about the last kind of couple of weeks with the Bitcoin bull run that affected a lot of people's trades. Okay, and I'll hold my hand up. We weren't expecting it. And that's one of the reasons why we're doing what we're doing now, so that this halving with Bitcoin, we're going to take advantage of it instead of it hurting us, if you know, with our altcoin trade. So, you know, we'd already thought about doing the USDT to Bitcoin, but because of the volatility with Bitcoin at the moment, we're only going to do that as opposed to the altcoins as well. Okay. So we'll stop the signals on the altcoins. That's there for the future, all right? But for now, we're just going to be looking at Bitcoin versus USDT to gain advantage of the volatility. And Louis has recorded it, and I went through some slides which show you how we're going to take advantage of that volatility. But all you need to worry about, Mahmoud, is
one click.
Clicking.
Just one click. That's all you need to worry about. All right.
10 fingers, right? You can choose anyone you want and just put, right? This one, that one. It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. If there is something I ask about also, ask Luis about the signals. I didn't get the signals these 2 days.
Okay. Yeah, I did mention it, and basically, I got them stopped. We got them suspended purely on the basis because of the way Bitcoin is acting at the moment. People's trades out on some trades, and I didn't want that anymore. Okay, you know, and like I said, I was losing on my trades as well. So if it's affecting you, it's affecting me as well at the same time. So I said, right, stop the signals. Wait till we've got your BTC USD nailed down properly, tested, which we have. That I'll show you the back testing we did. We're really happy with that, and I'm
happy too.
Good man. Thank you, Mahmoud. That's made my day. I'm happy man too.
Give him some 777, Mahmoud.
Yeah, I want some sevens for that. Come on.
Happy, man. Give him some love. 777.
Use my man.
I don't know how to. There is not. I couldn't get the chance.
In the chat.
There's a chat box at the bottom of your Zoom screen, Mahmoud.
Chat box, because it's not it's showing only invite.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just I'll tell you what. Just do this.
777.
There you go, my man. There you go.
7. This is in Arabic. In Arabic, 7 like this.
Oh, okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like that. Victory.
Yeah.
I think Sakalicious has just got on and then said, "What has he missed?" Sakalicious, Louis got the recording.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure, Mahmoud. Nice meeting you and nice talking to you.
Nice to meet you too as well. Thanks.
Okay, guys, anyone else have any questions, please? Let's do this. We can wrap this 40 minutes into the meeting. So, like we said, we're going to do this, which is Richard, if it's Saturday now, instead of having it.
Saturday, yeah. We're going to have a family meal.
There we go. Saturdays, we'll do this. We'll do it again next Saturday with updates from the owner himself. So please put in your last questions here so we can have him go do what he has to do and make this company run, because that's what he's here for. And he gave me a little secret. He says when his son is 11 and when his son reaches 21, he's going to hand over the company to his son. So
oh yeah,
you know,
I'm not one of those that's going to disappear after 6 months. Don't you worry about that one. Anyway, why would I? You've got control of your crypto, so
that's the beauty, right? Everyone has control of their crypto.
Correct.
Beautiful thing. Okay, guys. Anyone
all right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Richard, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Richard.
My pleasure always. You know that. I enjoy it.
Thank you, leaders. We appreciate you, Jude. Great job.
Thanks, Louis.
All right, guys. Keep it going, yeah? And watch out for the special promotion. That's all I'm going to leave it with. That's all. Special promotion.
Yeah, special promotion. Yeah, we love promotions in Nigeria.
You're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. You want some Bitcoin? Bitcoin coming your way, okay?
Yep.
See you later, guys.
Or even 777, Richard.
777. Or, as Mahmood would say, hey, I can speak Arabic. There you go.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
That's so cool.
Right, I'm going. See you guys. Take care.
All right, thanks again, Richard. We appreciate you, man. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you all. We'll see you next Saturday. We'll do it all over again with updates. Bye for now.